Yo, people, welcome back to another watch along. Big up your damn selves in the building. Make sure you smash up all the icons and that. And subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. Listen, we're back. It's been a while. Hope everybody can hear me. I hope the audio is fine. It's been a while, man. Let me just get the lineups on screen as well. It's been a couple of weeks. It feels foreign. Am I muted? I should be fine. I should not be muted. Don't be telling I'm muted if I'm not. Let me see what the chat's saying. Oh my days, it's been so long. It's been so long. Sounds low. Oh, not this thing playing up again. Okay, 1 second. Let me see if I can give a bit of a boost. All good. It's a bit low. Yeah, it's a bit low, isn't it? And the thing that I usually have plugged in is not plugged in as well. So let me see if I can. I'll try and sort it out in a minute. But I should be all right for now. I'll try and sort it out in a minute if there's an issue. Assad, stop fucking about, all right? I'm not in the mood for your shit. We've just come back. Don't start playing games. Let me get the lineups on screen. Boy, this is interesting. Like I said, it's been a while. We've been away for a bit, but it's good to be back. Don't just ignore Assad, man. Assad's just out here playing games. He's just being a dumbass, bro. Let me get these lineups on the screen, bro. I should know better than to look out for Assad's comment and take it seriously anyway. I should know better than that. Okay, let's just get these teams on screen. We're going to get into everything. Like I said, it's been a while. I think the last time I did a watch-along, I walked away. I just left early because I had a flight to catch anyway, and we were playing like dog shit, so I just left. That was the last time we did one. It feels like a long time ago since we last did one, and that was the last one. Ah, Chelsea, we're back. I said it on my story yesterday, and the amount of people that DM me saying, good to see you back, but we're not really trying to see the team play again. I'm not gonna lie. Do you guys feel better? You're not gonna feel better, but do you want to see the team, or nah? Is it one of those situations where you were quite enjoying your time off, not seeing the team, and now that the team are back, it's dark. It's a shame. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not. I don't really miss this lot. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't really miss these guys. I don't miss these names on this team sheet. This manager. I don't miss it. It's very rare I can say that and not be taking a piss. But I really don't miss them. I really didn't miss them. Especially when you see the fixtures coming up as well. And you know how difficult they are. Incredibly difficult, really. I mean, every game's difficult right now. Obviously, we just watched Man City absolutely disintegrate. I don't even know what the word is. Just decompartmentalize that Liverpool team. And I mean, really, the first 35 minutes were Liverpool's, but as soon as the first goal goes in, after that, it's just over. And Man City just destroyed them. We've got Man City next at home at Stamford Bridge next week. Haaland, I mean, if that's what our centre-backs have got to deal with, Lord heavens. So, yeah, I'm not really looking forward to seeing that. But hey-ho, we're here. Let's talk about the team. Sanchez is in goal. Gusto's at right back. Fofana, tossing. Nasty centre-back pairing, but it is what it is. Hato, Santos, Lavia, Esteval, Palmer, Neto, and João Pedro. According to the guys in the chat, we got Palmer as captain. Now, Palmer's not a captain. I'm not gonna lie. I think he's picked Palmer because he wants to see if he can ignite, spark something in him, maybe. Spark some sort of leadership, spark some sort of responsibility, spark some sort of performance. But if we're actually talking about him as a person, as a player, he ain't a captain. I'm not even going to do a comparison to Odegaard. But, when someone's got the armband that shouldn't have it, basically, is what I'm saying, right? This is not a leader in this team. It's not a captain whatsoever. So he's rolling the dice. It is what it is. We don't really have many leaders. Do I want to see Tosin with the armband just because he's the oldest when I know he's probably the weakest player out on that pitch for us? No. Do I want Fofana to get the armband? Absolutely not. Santos, Lavia, Gusto, Hato? Absolutely not. who was gonna get it? I mean, it was between Palmer and João Pedro, and Palmer's been here for many years. João Pedro's first season, and Sanchez, again, we're really scraping the barrel if we're even saying that he's captain material. So nobody's captain material. If we're talking Chelsea standards, we're talking previous captains, Aspilicuetas, even Gary Cahill's, before we even go to the Terrys and Lampards, and none of these guys are captains. So it's not really that important who gets it, I guess. Give it to the guy that maybe it will change his game. But I personally don't think the Cole Palmer's game is dependent on whether he's got the armband on or not. So I'm not gonna give you false hope and tell you that that's the reason. And now he's gonna have no. If he plays well today, it's because it's Port Vale and then we take it to the Prem. It's not because the armband's on, in my opinion. I don't think the armband is a big thing for him. He doesn't have that kind of character about him. You can see him in his interviews. He's very chill. The bench is the bench. Again, McQueen, Lightning McQueen. That's the guy that I'm looking at on that bench to excite me if he comes on. Something new, something fresh from Cobham, a talent. Does well in the the younger age groups for England. But outside of that, it's the same old, you know, Delaps and Ganachos and these guys that are just, even against Port Vale, it's just not appetizing. And Port Vale, I don't know a single brother on that team sheet, so I'm not going to tell you that I do. And I really don't care. I'm not gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't really care who's playing for them. It's Port Vale. They're bottom of League One, I believe. We need to beat them. We need to go to the semi-final. It's a very dead game, really. It should be a very nothing game. Just go to Wembley, semi-final. Then we should be in the draw. See who we've got. This is like a starter. I don't even know if this is even a starter. This is bread. This is bread. Today is bread. They leave a bowl of bread on the table and then they ask you what you want to drink. The bread is automatic. It's just there. This is bread. Today is bread. It's not even a starter. It's not a starter. We didn't select this. You know what I'm saying? This is bread, and a glass of water. That's all this is. So take care of it and move on to the next. That's what needs to happen. That's what needs to be the case. Right. Thoughts on Tosin? Are you saying Tosin's captain? People are telling me Palmer's captain. Now some people are telling me Tosin's captain. Let me take a look for myself. Let me take a look. If Tosin's captain, then hey ho. No, but Palmer is captain. Why are we doing rumors and fibs and tales and lies and why are we doing this, chat? Tosin is not captain. Tosin is not captain. It's Palmer. Palmer's captain. So yeah, the chat earlier were right, and whoever's trying to lie now is wrong. So yeah, there it is. Up the veil, some people are saying. Is that a thing? Yeah, is that what they say? Up the veil. No, not necessarily. I wouldn't say the semi-final we lose. No, we have to see the draw. I wouldn't back us against City. Obviously, I don't think we're better than City right now. Arsenal, our record speaks for itself. But they haven't gone through yet. They still got to play Southampton. Maybe, just maybe there could be a shock there. But even if there isn't, you've got West Ham and you've got Leeds. So again, I'll take the easiest run. I'm not going to lie. If we win today, which we should, I'll take West Ham or Leeds. Got to beat them in a semi-final and then get to the final. And then, yeah, you just got to pray. I mean, hope that we just have a really insane day. Everybody just perks up and performs, including the manager, you know, who on the biggest stage is yet to prove himself. So, but that's the route I'm asking for. That's what I'm looking for. Just get to the final, the easiest way possible, and then just it's a day out. See what happens. Anything can happen in a final, they say. Many teams with less resources, less quality, less spending power have won finals. You know what I mean? So a final is a final at the end of the day. If you can't give yourself a chance in a final, then I don't even know if you're a football club at that point. What are you drinking? Just Lucozade. Just Lucozade. That's it. Nothing crazy. Today, just clocked that Tosin is starting. Matisse lied to us about Santos. Oh, brother. People are. Yeah. Question. Look, I don't even know if this is even a thing. I'm not looking at Santos right now. I'm really looking at the weak points in our squad. You know, Santos has come in, contributed under this manager, contributed if he was called upon. He's a very good midfielder. He's still young. He's still learning. He's still in his first season in the Prem, first season in this league. Others, not so much. The likes of Neto, the likes of Garnacho have been in this Premier League for 5, 6, 7 seasons or whatever it is. And You know, that's where real responsibility lies. The centre backs, all of them, every single one of them. So yeah, I'm not gonna berate the whole squad now just because we're losing games. I know exactly for me which players are definitely not standing up to the test of time, not repaying the price tag, not even repaying the squad status, and certainly not contributing enough. So the best players and the key players don't get dragged down. So yeah. Right. Enzo, I mean, yeah, let's just start with Enzo, isn't it? Because there was a whole heap of kerfuffle over the international break. I told you guys on the last watch along, I literally left with a suitcase. Is that the last watch along? Yeah, I left with a suitcase. Obviously, I'm being dotted about here and there, but I've really just been flying in, doing a few things, flying back out. You know, I've not been in England the whole time, and I said to you guys, I'm not. You're not going to see me in an international break. I told you that. And you know, sometimes sometimes you got to stick to your what you said. These guys try to draw me out with Cucurella quotes. Enzo Fernandez try and draw me out. I said, brothers, we're taking a break. We're taking a break because this shit's not easy for us. People think it's funny, you know? But when your team is as dire as ours is and is playing the way it's playing and getting slapped up and down the place, it does genuinely piss you off. You know, it makes you angry. It makes you frustrated for many days on end. It's all you think about. And then when you're getting it from rivals as well, it's double whammy. You got Chelsea fan base angry. It's just toxic. You got rivals just taking the piss every minute. There's nowhere to run. There's nowhere to hide. Especially when there's games. But when there's not games, I said to you guys, I'm gone. I'm disappearing. I'm not sitting here 365 days a year cussing out this club. It's not even my strengths. You know my strengths and my weaknesses. My strengths is skits. My strengths is enjoying creating content that you guys actually laugh at or enjoy. I don't enjoy cussing us out. It's not something that I take pleasure in. I don't wake up in the morning and say, yeah, I can't wait to cuss Chelsea. I have to. Sometimes I have to. But I don't take pleasure in it. I've done it on Talk Sport this week with Jason Cundy. We had a back and forth. I've had DR. I've had a couple Big Six. I had a couple branching outs ready for you guys to drop. And that's it. That's it, man. I'm not gonna. People say, people. If anything, you could milk it for views if you wanted to. You know what I mean? That's what people would accuse you of next if you was to drop a negative video every day. Get the views in, right? Get the money in. I've chosen this international break to not drop nothing. It's not about money. It's just simply I don't enjoy making crashings on this club. It's not something I take pleasure in. It's embarrassing that we're in this position. So I said I'm gonna enjoy my break. I'm gonna go out of this country, and I'll come back when the games are kicking off, and we'll talk then. We don't need to talk all international break as far as I'm concerned. Just enjoy your damn life. Do you know what I'm saying? Go and spend time with your family. Go and spend time with your loved ones. Don't be sitting here fucking depressed about Chelsea when Chelsea ain't even playing. So, but we're back. It's time to get depressed again, baby. We're back. We're back now. So let's start with Enzo Fernandez. I will try and plug back in my streaming deck and see if I can get the volume turned up. It's not plugged in right now, so I can't even control my volume. Don't know what's going on, but I'll try and do that in a minute, so bear with me. In regards to Enzo, listen, in terms of the punishment, let's break it down, right? First of all, the comments under normal circumstances, I would absolutely hate. I'm not trying to be a hypocrite with Lukaku and all this stuff. Under normal circumstances where the club is competing, the club is doing everything off and on the pitch to compete. They're trying their best. They're putting their best foot forward. There is no nepotism with staff hires. There is no shady dealings. There is no poor commercials. There is no poor, just everything, you know, across the board is just not up to the standard, up to the level. Then I would be questioning why a player would be trying to leave this football club whilst we are trying to achieve important shit. I feel like what he said had to be heard. Now, am I going to sit here and pretend like I'm shocked that Enzo Fernandez, Argentine, South American, wants to play for Real Madrid one day? Of course I'm not surprised. You should mentally prepare for any South American at this football club to maybe want to go to Barcelona or Real Madrid at some point in their career. You should just do that just as soon as they sign on the dotted line, just have that in your head automatically. It's not to say every single one is going to do that. Every single one of them is going to want to leave. But you should just mentally prepare yourself for that because their dream is most likely to live in Spain and most likely to, you know, play for one of those clubs culturally. So All that makes sense. I'm not, oh my God, it's not a shock to me. I've been saying it on multiple platforms. I believe Enzo Fernandez one day can play for Real Madrid. Because I think from a profile-wise, stylistically, his attributes, and also probably because he would like to. And if you look at the way he left Benfica, he left exactly the way he would probably engineer a move out of this 8-year contract. He left on terrible terms. He pushed his move out of Benfica 6 months after joining. He left the football club 6 months after joining. If that doesn't tell you all you need to know, you know what I'm saying? So it doesn't shock me. However, it needed to be heard because what I'm not gonna do is prioritize being angry at individual players or managers when people are saying, oh, would you sack Rafinha? When really we know what the priority is. We know who the people are to blame for the constant turnover of players, whether we rate them or we don't, which we have to get comfortable with. We were happy. We had the bomb squad with Disasi and Sterling, and Gallagher got ushered out, or Mount and the hit pieces. And listen, people leave that we don't rate or that we think are replaceable. We're very happy to, dust our hands down and say, get out of our football club. At some point, one of the players that you rate, if we're not performing at the highest level, are going to want to leave. Drogba, couple years into Chelsea, thinking about his future. People were talking about John Terry to Man City once upon a time. Steven Gerrard to Chelsea. Wayne Rooney. Multiple transfer requests at Man United. Top players have always flirted with the idea of leaving top clubs, especially if said top club is not performing. So why are we surprised? We're not challenging for the Prem. We're not challenging for the Champions League. And he's one of the first players to arrive at this project. He came here at the beginning. He's been here from the start. Him, Mudryk, and a couple of others guys. They've been here from the beginning. So he doesn't need to pretend like he's not seeing the trajectory and the way this is going. He's been here from the get-go. And he's seen the signings coming in. He's seen the transfer dealings. He's seen us hire Liam fucking Rafinha as manager. Of course he's going to start turning his head. Of course. I'm not going to sit here just because he's beefing Mason Mount on the pitch, beefing Madueke, getting into scraps and fights in games when he's not playing well. Oh, yeah, he's proper Chelsea. He would never leave us. I'm not a deluded clown. I'm not deluded. I'm not going to buy into that. I'm not going to buy into that. I'm not an idiot. At the end of the day, we're not performing. If we don't qualify for Champions League, certain players are going to want to try and leave. Whether they'll get out is another question because obviously they've got long contracts. It's really not in their control. Unless there's some sort of release clause in their contract, they're not going to get out. But best believe our legends that we worship, if they were under this ownership and they were seeing some of this dross that we sign and we were in Champions League, then Conference League, then no Europe, up and down, all those years under Roman, no chance. They would be trying to leave as well. They would be trying to leave. So players, it's the players' game. It's the players' game at the end of the day, and the players are the most important because they're the ones that are on the pitch. They're the product, and you ain't got top players, you got problems. So I'm not going to start turning against our top players because that's the way that the news cycle's going now. Oh, let's just turn on our top players. All we have is our top players. If we don't have our top players, we don't have shit. The top players is the only thing separating us from Brentford, from Brighton, from West Ham. Even managers, you can sneak a little Champions League with a Di Matteo, sneak a little final with an Avram Grant. You can't sneak it with no good players. It's not possible. It's never been done. It's never been done. And if it has been done, it was a 5,000 to 1 Leicester, and it was literally just one moment in a million years. It will never happen again. You need your top players. So yes, he's been punished. I don't really care that he's been punished. Again, I'm not bothered. Man City at home, we were probably going to be struggling anyway the way we're playing, with or without Enzo. You can make a case that with the way Man City play and the way that Enzo Fernandez is in that pivot, maybe you do need a Lavia next to Caicedo anyway. Maybe you do need a Reece James. Maybe you do need a Santos to beef up that midfield. So tactically, you can excuse Enzo maybe for that game if we're going to get bopped anyway. But I don't really care that the players are speaking out because it's a consequence of what's going on. People say, oh, Cucurella went about it the right way. Enzo Fernandez went about it the wrong way. It's both the same cause. It's the same reason. It's just different outcomes. One frustration and telling you about yourself, which is a lot, by the way, critiquing the recruitment. When Maresca wanted a centre-back, that's when the wheels started falling off. This guy critiqued the recruitment. That's like one of the worst things you can do at this club. And then the other one said, okay, I'm not going to critique the recruitment. I'm just going to tell you what happens if you don't fix the recruitment. I'm going to leave. I don't give a shit which way you put it. It's the same shit to me. Cucurella will leave. Enzo will leave. It's the same shit. It's just said differently. I don't really care. They just need to hear it. And I'm glad they got both. You got the nasty side and you got the polite side. And by the way, like I said on Twitter, you've cultivated a culture that has created bomb squads, that has created hit pieces, that has created articles and character assassinations on former managers, former players. Everybody that leaves this club, they were flirting with this club. Everybody that leaves this club, it was their fault. They're the reason why. Okay, cool. So if you're going to do that every time someone leaves, and you're going to divert attention away from yourselves, and you're not going to take no accountability for your recruitment, no accountability for your commercial, no accountability for all of the shenanigans, all of the foolishness, why on earth should the players have any accountability? Why? It's not the culture we've created. Let Enzo Fernandez have no accountability and think him and his agent do it. That's what we've created. That's what we've created. We've created that culture. That's the environment. So for me, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. It's not me feeling the repercussions. Well, we are feeling the repercussions, but I'm not going to take it personally, guys. The players are not talking to the fans. They're talking to the board. And the board need talking to. Well, they need to leave, but, they need to hear it. So I ain't got a problem with it. Sometimes things have to get messy. People just want everything to be clean. Oh, let's do it the right way, Cucurella. Now, fuck that. Do it any way, which way you need. If it's got to be a bit messy, make it messy. If it's got to be clean, make it clean. Do what you need to do. We're not in a position here to be picking and choosing how it gets done. I couldn't give a shit. I don't care how it gets done at this point. It just needs to be done. I've had a lot more players at this football club that I've felt a more emotional connection with than Enzo Fernandez. You know what I'm saying? He's not breaking my heart by telling me that he could go to play for Real Madrid. You know what I'm saying? He ain't Frank Lampard and Drogba and Cech and Terry. Like, he's not breaking my heart, man. I can't lie to you. It's not information that's shocking me. So for me, I just get it done. Do you know what I mean? Just get things cooking. That's it. These guys need to hear it because they think they got everything under control. And maybe they do, Enzo signed an 8-year deal, so I don't know how he's going to get out of it anyway. But let's see, man. Let's see. All I did when I saw those quotes, I'm not going to lie, I just said, Fairs, that's deserved. We've been playing with fire and we got burnt. That's how I see it. If we had goodwill, if we did things by the book, weren't turning over 10, 15 players every season, disrupting the apple cart, the environment, the ecosystem. You can't be out here calling for camaraderie and togetherness when the squad is ripped to shreds every single summer and flipped and diced and priced at profits. What kind of camaraderie are you asking for right now? Half of these men don't even know each other, for fuck's sake. The whole front line's new signings every season. Nah, man. There ain't no time for all that togetherness when it suits, I'm afraid. Not with this ownership. We're not doing that. Enzo leaving is needed to put an end to this project. The face of what the owners have been building, calling them out and leaving is good for us fans. Sometimes you got to take pain for gain. Sometimes you got to take pain for gain. There's some people, like, I've been going back and forth with people on Twitter. They be saying, oh, it's not the right time for the protest. No, it is. It is. I was of the mindset last season when Maresca was trying to get us Champions League and we were going for Conference League. Oh, maybe it's not the right time because we need to focus on winning. We need to focus on matches. We need to focus on Champions League qualification. But no. Now, for me, for you, maybe you'll be a year after me. Some people were a year before me. Like I said, I'm not in the business of cussing other fans and saying, oh, I said this first and you said this second. I've never been about it. And it's not going to come out of my mouth. I'm just having a discourse. I'm just having a conversation about it. For me personally now, no. Last season, okay, I understood the logic. But now, You can't do this every season. That's my thing. It's not every season now. We say, oh yeah, we can't do anything because we've got games. Motherfucker, we always got games. And if you do it in the summer in a World Cup year, you just know it's not going to get the same reach, the same traction, the same numbers, boots on the ground. It's got to be done now. And if it means we miss out on Champions League, which, again, the players are playing so poorly, it looks like we're going to miss out on their own accord or by their own performance, by the manager's own decisions, by the recruitment. No additions in January for the second January run-in to boost this team, to improve this team. It's not about any more, oh, yeah, we need to just shut up, put up, and just try and make Champions League focus on the games. Nah. Because you can make the same excuse next season, and the season after that, and the season after that, the season after that. Every season we sit 6th or 5th, the legacy, the history, the status of this club keeps dropping in players' eyes, managers' eyes, and we will just keep saying, oh yeah, we're fighting for Champions League, so we can't protest. Nah, we gotta protest. Gotta protest. It's you can't be out here saying, oh yeah, can't do this, can't do that because we've got games. Like, nah, man. That's exactly what they would want you to say. They would love to hear you say that. Do you know what I mean? They'd love to hear you say that every single year, whilst they continue to keep plateauing at this nasty level, which is nowhere near the level that they promised. Yeah, let's just keep shoveling shit. You know what I mean? Because we've got games. Nah, we're not doing that. We can't do that. Next mic message gets a red card. The mic volume may genuinely be too low, but like I said, if I'm gonna go fix it, I'd have to go check. Is this plugged in? All right. Do you know what? We ain't kicked off yet. Let me just go see if I can plug it in, and let me see if I can get this shit back on the road. Oh my god, I can't fit around here, bro. Let me see, chat. Let me see what I can do. Where's this wire? Where's this wire going? Oh, it is plugged in. The fuck? Oh, okay. It's plugged in and it ain't on. Okay, fuck. Might have to just leave it for today, guys. I can't lie. I don't know what's going on back there, but it is what it is. I'll have to leave it. Yeah, I'll have to leave it. I'm not sure. All right, cool. It is what it is. Let's try and see if you can turn it up on a device, and yeah. It might be a little bit quieter than usual, but I'll make sure next time it's not. All right, cool. What else has been going on? Obviously, Caicedo, yes, we saw Caicedo. I don't know where the Caicedo quotes came from. I didn't actually see any visuals of an interview or a stream or a sit down with friends like we saw with Enzo. But yeah, Caicedo as well had some comments. Still, again, didn't completely close the door. You'd be a fool to close the door, you know. Because you really don't know what's going on. Like, you'd be a fool to close the door. Reece James obviously signed a new deal. So, you know, even that was kind of surprising. Apparently there's more contracts coming as well. So let's see who those guys are. But and then there's people briefing about the summer and saying we're gonna be going for top players, and we're gonna be going for experienced players, and we're gonna go play players ready for impact. And I believe it when I see it, man. I believe it when I see it. All this talk, all this constant, we need to respond. Just be quiet. Genuinely, just be quiet. You don't need to respond. You don't need. This is not a rap battle. This is not Chip versus Stormzy. The fans are speaking. The players are speaking. Sometimes you just actually just shut up. Genuinely, you don't have to respond. Do you think your response is making anybody have any confidence in you? Do you think your response is changing anybody's perception with your words? No, it's not. Action. That's the only thing that's going to change anything. So there's no point responding. There's no point responding with this, oh yeah, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. We feel let down by Enzo because we stuck up for him. And then now he's backstabbed. Bruv, just stop talking. Just stop talking. It's too much talking. Yeah, the barcode deal was always going to happen. The Barco deal was always going to happen, so again, that doesn't surprise me. And the Omega deal's already done, and the Quenda deal's already done as well. So at the moment, those are the incomings, aren't they? So yeah, but again, I really struggle to care at this point. I'll be honest. Not a single one of those individuals coming in are gonna make massive differences to where we're at and what we actually need. CJ says, is there no redemption, just years of paying ahead? How do we get this fixed? I personally do not see this getting sorted anytime soon either way. It's not going to be soon. I'm not going to be delusional. It's not going to be soon, that's for sure. The quickest thing would be for them to actually operate correctly. But, they can't do that now. They've already spent all the money. So, what is it, a buy to sell situation, most likely. They could pretend like it's not, but it was that last season. You're under UEFA restrictions. It was a buy-to-sell situation. And they've spent... When you spend all that money that we've spent and the financials don't look great, I mean, you can take a look at all of the commercial side, and you could take a look at the money lost over those period of years, the fact that maybe they thought the stadium situation would be easier to do than it has proven to be, which was, again, just naive, because anybody could have told you before signing any contracts that this stadium situation is not getting done anytime soon. It's just not. Apart from the Earls Court thing, the Earls Court little shopping centre situation, or whatever it was. But again, to put all your hopes and prayers on that is it's not in your control, is it? It's not like you don't own the site, you don't own the plot of land. So that was hopium. And yeah, so I don't know, man. I don't see how it's gonna change rapidly anytime soon. And for us, this is where we're at. This is where we're at right now. Let me see. Let me see. Acheampong to PSG. Let's make it happen. I don't know why Acheampong's not in, especially against Port Vale. We had Maresca kind of telling us that Acheampong was, going to get more games. He didn't really get many games. And then now this manager's done the same thing. He's not getting games. I don't know, man. At this point, I'm not going to lie. I was bothered. Now I'm not as bothered. Because I feel like right now, we've got so many issues that Acheampong's just going to have to sit tight for a minute, man. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to sit tight for a second. We got big problems here. We've got big problems. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to just sit tight and just stomach it. If you end up leaving in the summer, I'm not going to get angry. I wouldn't blame you. But they keep saying he's not for sale. They keep saying he's not available. He's untouchable, all these things. So let's just see how that's going to pan out. But it's the least of our issues at this point. I can't lie. We got bigger problems. Even though I think his potential is so high, and I've said this before, I think he's gonna be playing at the top level, and we're gonna probably regret it if he does leave. Especially with the lack of there's not many great centre backs out there at the moment. There's a few here and there dotted about that need to make the move just to prove that they're gonna be top centre backs at that level, in my opinion. But there's not an absolute plethora of top centre backs, so you shouldn't be getting rid of one of your top young centre backs in the team, especially in a project. Doesn't really make any sense. We're not linked with Barco. Barco's done. Anybody from Strasbourg, it's getting done. You don't even need to be worrying about if it's links or paperwork and personal terms and agreements. It's getting done. It's getting done. You're negotiating with yourself. Of course, it's getting done. How would it not get done? You know what I mean? How would it not happen? So, yeah. Let's see. HM, thank you for running Finkelstein off Twitter. I didn't mean to run anybody off Twitter. I didn't release that. You know what I'm saying? That was Project CFC that released it. So it is what it is. I didn't go in there with the intention of documenting it. You know what I mean? I just went in there as a fan to just not even ask questions. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even ask no questions. I just said what I needed to say, bro. I think we're past the point of asking questions because we know what the answers are. It's really pointless to ask questions when you know what the answers are, right? To most of these questions. And it's not to say every single thing is completely wrong, but a large 75, 80% of it at bare minimum is wrong. You know what I mean? If you're going to have a wage structure, if you're going to have a wage cap, there's absolutely understandable how that can work in our favor in regards to motivating some of our players, not putting our young players on too much money so they think they're the shit and they start walking around like they own the place. But at the same time, certain players in this market that we actually have to sign because they are the level raisers and they're going to take us to Premier Leagues, they're going to take us to Champions League, you know, trying to compete. You need to pay for those players. You have to pay those players. Like, you can't not pay for players that are worth the money that they're asking for. Otherwise, someone else will pay and they will play for those clubs. And when you face those clubs in the Champions League, you will find out. You will find out. There's no shortcut around this. Do you know what I mean? There's no shortcut around this. The top players have to be paid. They just have to be. That's just it. That's why they're the top players. You can't not have the top players and think you're going to do top shit. So, you know, even Liverpool. I mean, Liverpool at a point, you know, they had a structure as well. But at some point, people get their money. You know, people get their money because they're worth it. Let me see. Mosquera with us. Arsenal would be a fantastic centre-back to buy if clubs can get him from us. I don't think, I mean, listen, I don't know what Arsenal are doing. Arsenal, for some reason, have 2 starting centre-backs as backups in Nketiah and Mosquera. I would absolutely agree with you that they need to be playing football regularly. They're too good to be sitting as backup to Saliba and Gabriel. But yeah, you guys have cornered the centre-back market. So fair play, you know what I mean? There's not many out there, like I said. There's not many out there. But yeah, Barcola, he's another tidy technical player. He doesn't help us on set pieces defensively. He doesn't help us in terms of goals. If I'm talking about key areas of the pitch that we are clearly losing games on these key metrics, physically, and from a leadership standpoint, whatever it is, the intangibles, we're not dealing with set pieces. We're not dealing with anything defensively now under this manager. This is not a player that is a spine player. He's not a spine player. He's a tidy player. He's a nice player. He's not a spine player. We need spine players right now. We need serious spine players. Hoping United would make a cheeky bid for Achampong. Jesus Christ. Man, them are just circling like vultures trying to pick us off. What is this? Kovacic is better than him. Didn't chat. Shit. Has Assad. Oh, better than Enzo. Different players. Definitely different players. Polar opposites, if anything. Need a branching out of man Chelsea players. There's no way that's happening. Not current. Red card roulette, odds on Sanchez. I forgot all about red card roulette, to be honest. I forgot all about it. I should run a poll, shouldn't I? I should run a poll. Because I can't really run a temperature check on Chelsea versus Port Vale. I mean, come on. Surely you guys are confident. Surely. So yeah, let me do a red card roulette. Let me see. Delap. Oh, Delap ain't even starting. I'm trying to throw him into this. That's nasty work. Let's put... Do you know what? I'm not even going to go with positions anymore. I'm just going to go with actual culprits. I'm going to go with players that are actually potentially culpable for these things, which means we have to go defenders. And I'm not going to go the keeper, actually. Lavia. Someone in that midfield. I feel like I could easily see a missed time challenge in there today. I'll go with that. Okay. This could be our Grimsby. I feel sick after that bastard ruined our club. Oh, dear. He won you the league, you know. Like, I hear it. I wouldn't say he's ruined your club, though. He's won you the league. There's no way we can say that Slot's ruined your club. He's added a Premier League title. When it's all said and done, historically, and my chat already know how I go. When a manager creates history at your club and they win a trophy, especially of the significance of a Premier League, Champions League, I'm not saying you can't ever criticize them. No way. Of course you can criticize them. You can want them sacked. But I'm just saying there has to be an element of respect, in my opinion, for what they've done. They have literally played a part in you winning something historical that is going down in history forever. So for me, that deserves a certain level of respect, where it's like, yeah. Because if you can't respect that, then you can't respect anything. Because, I mean, that is literally the name of the game, is to win those trophies. So if someone's brought you those trophies, you got to give them that. So there's no way he could have ruined your club by bringing you your second Premier League title in 30 years. It's not possible. It's literally not possible. It's not possible. It's not possible. Absolutely impossible. Everybody's taking a Premier League title, by hook or by crook. We don't care how we get it. We're all taking it. Everybody's taking a Premier League title. They're too hard to come by right now with the way Man City have been moving over the years. Everybody is taking a Premier League title. I don't care which manager wins it. I don't care what style of play he won it. I don't care if he's a bastard. I don't care if he's annoying to listen to in the press conferences. If someone is telling me I can sign up for a Premier League winning campaign right now, I don't give a fuck who the manager is. I don't care what he says. I don't care what his style of play is. If you're telling me now it's a Prem, I'm taking it. I'm taking it. I'm biting your hand off for it. So, and that's why, and you know, people hear me, I said it, and I've even said it with Maresca, and it's a Club World Cup and a Conference League, nowhere near a Premier League. And even then, I'm still saying I'm just going to respect. On the way out, I'm not going to get involved in this bashing. I'm not going to get involved in this cussing. I'm not going to get involved in this comparison. Look what Liam Rossini is doing now. Maresca couldn't unlock this. I'm not going to do any of it. I'm going to let you just rest. You've made history, and I respect you for it. Thank you for it. And I'm going to just cut it off there and move on. I'm not going to be the guy that's bashing the manager and, oh, yeah. Nope. You brought success to my football club. Thank you very much. Simple as that. You brought, and I did the same thing with Tuchel as well. Tuchel as well. I'll never disrespect him. It's not happening. He brought me second Champions League on the greatest days of my life following this club. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. There has to be a cutoff point. Otherwise, what's the point of these guys coming here and like uprooting their life and working ridiculous hours and putting in graft that you'll never see on camera and figuring out all of these fucking tactics and these games and master classes that they're bringing you? What's the point if you're not gonna say there's a certain thing that you can achieve where now we're just gonna respect the shit out of you and we're not gonna slander you anymore? Like, you've reached that point that you've done something for our club that's so significant that we're now just gonna pay homage and we're just gonna keep it respectful. If you could never get to that point, there's no point in these man them working their asses off for this football club and for these fans. There's no point, because it just means any fuckery can take place for no reason. What's the point? I wouldn't be motivated to bring success to this club and these fans if people are gonna cuss me out anyway afterwards. What's the point? May as well just forget about it. So if you don't achieve anything, it's open fire, I'm afraid. You know what I'm saying? If you haven't done anything, then you know what I mean. You're lucky to be here. That's how I'm gonna say. You're lucky to be here. Madrid, what's going on with Madrid? Madrid are bastards. Why are people saying Madrid are bastards? Are they losing? I know they're playing right now. Oh shit, they're losing. Oh shit. Oh damn. Oh, these men are losing. Aye. Oh. Is that La Liga? This is La Liga. This is not even cup. This is La Liga. This is title race. Oh. Oh, that's a bad result. That's a cry. Aye. Oh. Oh. The Madristas are gonna be fuming. The Madristas are gonna be fuming. Because now Barcelona got a game in hand and they're 4 points clear. Yeah, that might be it. I can't lie. That might be the goal. I'm not even trying to be dramatic. That might be the goal that ends it for them in terms of this title race, because that is crazy. With 8 games to go, and you potentially just about to go 7 points down, and this, yeah. I mean, they're going to Atletico, so that's tough. 8 o'clock kickoff. I mean, Madrid have just missed a massive chance to capitalize, even if Barca do lose. This team's 17th in La Liga. Wow. We like to see it, though. That's competitive. That's competitive. How highly do you rate Barco? It's not about that. I have to get very precise and very strict with what I'm talking about. And I have been, but I have to get even more strict. If you're not coming in this team to go straight into the starting 11 and improve the weak positions that we have in this team, I'm not interested in you. I'm not interested in you. Because what happened last summer is they started signing squad players and they never actually signed any starters, apart from João Pedro. And even that was a risk because he's never put down a season of certain metrics to say, we're going to get that from you, or we can expect that from you and put that pressure on you. You can sign players that flop, but it's on them if they don't deliver on the evidence that we can see was there prior to them signing. For the certain price tag, for the certain wages that they're collecting, for the certain level and prestige that they played at prior to joining your club, we can put some expectations and pressure on the player. I'm not gonna cuss out the board if they sign Harry Kane and Harry Kane flops. No. Intentions, tick. Ambition, tick. Wages, fees, top club shit, tick, tick, tick. If Harry Kane comes up in here now and only gets 5 goals, that's Harry Kane. Or potentially we're talking about supply lines, we're talking about creativity, other players. But we're not going to be talking about the signing was a bad signing in terms of, in hindsight now, oh, you should not have signed him. No, I'm not going to do that. So, when we signed Lukaku and it didn't work out, maybe tactically, maybe systematically, not so good in the press, maybe was never going to really work under Tuchel, wanted to play for Conte. But I'm not going to say, the board aren't ambitious. I'm just going to say maybe we didn't check our shoulder. We didn't scan, and we didn't sign someone necessarily that fit the football we were playing before he signed and now when he signed, because it did change quite drastically. But we're not even getting into those details right now with this lot. We're talking about just signing players that are good enough to play for this football club. So I'm not gonna start accepting squaddies and talking about squaddies and praising squaddies and giving you cope and hope for squaddies. Yeah, squaddies are not what we need. I don't need no cute little itsy bitsy spider, little technical, little drifty, little nice, little pocket play. Nope. You either go and get me my spine players that are gonna actually put us in a title race, or you're not. Don't try to blur the lines right now, please. Let's not do this. So my honest answer is I couldn't give a shit about Barco right now. I genuinely don't care. I saw the news that we're signing him, and I kept scrolling. I kept scrolling. Do you understand? I don't care. Genuinely. I'll be so real. I don't care. These guys really need to get serious right now. It's not funny anymore. It's not funny. I'm not joking around anymore when it comes to this kind of stuff. Bring me the players that are actually going to make a difference to the starting 11 and to the spine and the weaknesses of this team. I did not look at Chelsea this season's midfield and say we really lack a diminutive, really small, agile, little player who can string passes together. I've not watched a Chelsea game this season and said that's the profile of player we're lacking. It's never happened. It's never happened. You know what I'm saying? When we're conceding all them set pieces, it's Barco's never crossed my mind when we're missing chances from Garnacho and Neto failing to cross and can't. No, Barco has never crossed my mind. Never. So I'm not gonna start now. Right, we're kicking off soon. Hopefully the sound isn't coming through. Let me see. I should be able to improve. I should be able to up the volume anyway. Just got to do it from here instead. But we're going to be kicking off soon. But yeah, let me know if the volume's a bit better now. Actually, it should be a bit better. Oh, should be a bit better. Let me get rid of these. But by the way, that game earlier was brilliant. You know, it was a great game. I know it was 4-0, but in terms of big games where we talk about a lack of quality, we talk about a lack of excitement, attacking football, I thought the game earlier today was really good. Really strong return from the international break. We had good goals. We had lovely link-up and combination play from Ekatike and Wirtz in the first half. They had good intentions. They just didn't finish their chances. And then you had great striker play from Haaland in his goals as well. Yeah, I was happy, man. I was happy with the game. Good spectacle. Very good spectacle. I'm going to close the poll for red card roulette before I forget. Come on. But yeah, this is the, for me, this game is the most important game that we have. All FA Cup knockout games is the most important games we have. I know people get wrapped up in the Champions League qualification, and I want to qualify for the Champions League. I don't ever sit here saying, oh, I want Chelsea to lose for any reason whatsoever. It's not possible. It's just not in my blood. It's not in my DNA. It's not in my gut. But the Champions League qualification is not a trophy. And it's not something that we should be celebrating or even aiming for. We should have it mandatory with 5 places, with the players that the amount of money we spent. We should have Champions League football. We should be qualifying. So for me, I'm prioritizing I'm not prioritizing because you got to do both, but the only thing that I'm actually emotionally invested in really is the trophy, because I know that's going down in history. And I know I'm going to get to see these players lift an FA Cup, and there's going to be fireworks and all that kind of stuff. And it's just good for the cabinet, and it's good for the fans. They have a day out at Wembley and they get to celebrate. I don't really care about the prize money, do you know what I mean, and all that stuff. That's not my business. So for me, the FA Cup over Champions League qualification, it's always been that way. It always will, man. You gotta win trophies as a big club. Gotta win trophies, man. No one ever goes back and says, oh yeah, I remember that time we finished 5th. What a game, what a day that was. What a day that was, guys. We finished 5th. Do you remember where your kids were when you finished 5th? You know what I mean? It's crazy work. Let me get the timer up on the screen. We have kicked off. Let's see. Let's see if I mean, yeah, this just needs to be a job. Just do a job, man. Do a job, win the game, on to the next. Got a week off. This timer's going to be off, but let me just get it up now. Yes! 1-0 already. Damn. Well done, Hato. 1-0 early doors, chat. 1-0. Hato scores within the first few minutes. Nice little volley inside the box after the corner came in. We'll take it. We'll take it. The rivals are like, yeah, I'm out. Hate watch over. Yeah, ball came in. They didn't clear their lines, and Hato just knocks it into the ground. 1-0. Job done. Yeah. They just can't clear their lines, man. Goalkeeper punches it. Someone wanted to clear it. As long as Hato's there, swivel, volley it down, 1-0. Simple. I don't want no drama today. We don't want no drama. All right, time is a bit off, but don't worry, I'm going to sort it. It's about 15 seconds off. Actually, yeah. Shot wide. This is where it's got to be, guys. It should be, you know, it should be just a nice, low-key ease back into the football for us, man. Just win the game. Do it nicely, comfortably. Nice ease back in after the international break. That's it. No drama, man. Especially when you're at home. Can't even say that the pitch is not up to standard and all this type of stuff. We're at home. So the lawnmower was out. Pink lights and all this. Let me see. Gone. Oh, blocked. Could have been Palmer. Could have been Palmer. Should be a very, very comfortable win. Bottom of League One. I don't know if they've rested or I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know Port Vale. So I don't know what's going on with their team. And like I said, we don't need to care. Whether they're playing their strongest team, their weakest team, they're rotated, they got injuries, it does not matter. It does not matter, guys. Esteval's on the left at the moment. Obviously prefer him on the right, but Neto's over there, so is what it is. Here's Santos. Tossing. Four minutes, 20 seconds gone. Gonna sync up on 4 minutes, 45. Santos should be able to get loads of those lovely passes in today. Just those nice little punchy passes through the lines in between the midfielders. Break those lines. He's very good at that. Yeah, when I heard people discussing Santos leaving, I was a little bit surprised, to be fair. I thought people liked Santos on the whole. I don't really see why he would be the one to select as. It's very random. He's press resistant. He's good in build up. He gets around the pitch well, tackles, intercepts, can pass the ball. He can score goals at Strasbourg. He hasn't scored any goals here, so he does need to bring that back. And he's fit. He's not injury prone, so just find it very odd. That's one of the few good examples we have of really, really good recruitment in terms of what we paid. I think we paid like 12.5 million for Santos. It's a fantastic purchase. It's a really, really, really good purchase. Palmer's captain. Like I said, he's not really a captain, is he? But maybe it's like an Odegaard. Try and spark him into life. Try and give him more leadership responsibility to play at a higher level. I don't know what it is. There's not really any other options. There's not really any options for captain anyway. Any good options today. So it doesn't really matter. We've not picked him over anyone good that should have been captain. So it doesn't really matter. You look at the starting 11 today, you can't really pick out any captains, serious options. So may as well just give it to him and see how it goes. Yeah, no, it was good, man. Her birthday was really good. It was really, really good, man. She just wanted to go to the circus. I was like, all right, never been to the circus before. We can go to the circus. Obviously, there's no animals, none of that. But there was them on motorbikes and fire and all this. So it was good, man. Went for dinner. I think, she's just happy that we were there. Do you know what I mean? Like, obviously, I don't live in the same country as my mum at the moment. as my younger brother and my younger sisters. They're all they're all still in Ireland. So just the fact that we were all there on the same day was just, I'm sure she was just delighted with that, to be honest. I didn't tell her I was coming. I just surprised her. That's why I had to make that flight, chat. I can't lie. I actually could not afford to miss that flight. So I guess silver lining. We were getting battered, so may as well just dip. And then I had my own birthday, yeah. Then I had my own birthday. There's a lot of birthdays in March. My uncle's birthday in March, my birthday, my sister's birthday, my mum's birthday, St. Patrick's Day if you're Irish. There's a lot of birthdays, man. My own birthday, yeah, man, it was good. My own birthday, if you watched the Branching Out episode that I did, Turkish hosted, and I spoke about all the houses I've lived in and stuff, I kind of actually just went back to all of the houses I've lived in since up until 16 when I moved to Ireland. I just went to all of the houses and took pictures outside of all of them. So I went to like Brockley, Sydenham, Forest Hill. I went back to all the ends, man. Manor Park. I went back to everywhere, man. Just did a day going back. It was good. It was good, man. Went back to all the ends. Some of you may have caught me actually lacking on the roads. Chelsea and well, that's a free kick, ref. That's a free kick. Free kick. But yeah, man, it was good. It was good. And then we went out for food afterwards as well. Sanchez, no messing around today, please. But yeah, I am 29, chat. So it's my last year. So I'm not doing birthdays after this. I'm not doing no birthdays after this, chat. It's my last year doing this. Damn, look at them. Look at these guys. Unk. I don't believe 20s is unk. I don't believe that. I don't believe in that. I think next year, you're well within your right to say unk. I don't think you can say that while I'm in my 20s. I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's fair. They're doing the Kevin Hart. Damn. 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 Oh, damn. But yeah, big up from Singapore, bro. Big up. We did speak about Enzo a bit, yeah. I understand the ban, yeah. I understand it. Like, you do have to set a precedent for other players in a way, in terms of flirting with other clubs and stuff. But for the greater good, I'm still fine that he did it. I ain't got no problem with him doing what he did. But because I think he was warned, wasn't he? I think the manager said he spoke to him before international break, and then more stuff came out after the international break. So he had a warning. Because if you don't stamp out and set a precedent that you will be suspended, then everybody could just do it, innit? And then once you've allowed one person to do it, then anyone can do it. So I think it was a warning, and then after that, we're going to suspend you. So Cucurella, I guess it was his first offence, so maybe he's going to get a warning, and they said, I spoke for half an hour in the office and all that stuff. So Enzo already had that conversation prior to international break, the first time, after the PSG game, and then he went away, done it again, and then he got suspended. So I ain't got no problem either side. The punishments, whatever, like, it has to happen, so the other players don't think they can get away with it. And then I'm fine Enzo said it, because he just said the truth. This is where we're at. So, because he did speak about Maresca, and, you know, he spoke about other stuff as well that I agree with. So, yeah, it is what it is. The game's the game, chat. Game's the game. Enzo's was definitely more of maybe a little bit more selfish than Cucurella, but like I said, Everyone's going to be selfish very soon if we don't sort our shit out. Everybody's going to be very selfish. Start leaving, so... Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, he did it with Benfica, so it's no surprise. But yeah, not there for the City game now, so... But did Cucurella not have like a... Did they not mention Barcelona a little bit? I'm sure they mentioned Barcelona a little bit, didn't they? I think Cucurella, he's just a lot more clever. I think that's a good word to use. Like, he didn't shut down the Barca link, I don't think. And I don't think Caicedo shut down the Real Madrid one completely. They're just a bit more clever. Enzo wasn't clever. Enzo was he's very rash. He was very rash. I don't really care, man. I'll be real. It's Enzo Fernandez at the end of the day. He's just, it doesn't surprise me, bro. It's the owners that are going to feel the most pain from that. So, silver lining. That's how I see it. Did he shut it all down? There's different quotes, yeah. I seen that he said he wants to be a Chelsea legend, but then I also saw you never know what can happen in the future. So I don't know which quotes is real, and I don't know what's going on. I've seen different quotes for Caicedo as well. At the end of the day, if Chelsea were not to be challenging for Prems or Champions Leagues, I would not expect any of our top players to just accept that and not leave, you know? If you're a top club, you got to do top club things. If you don't do top club things, top players leave top clubs. Simple. You know? That's what this is. It's not charity. These players ain't here just to chill. They want to win trophies. And that's what I want. I want us to win trophies. They want exactly what the fans want. The only difference is they can leave and we can't. That's the only difference, guys. The players want exactly what we want, is to win trophies and to compete. So I'm not going to knock it. I'm not going to knock it. Free kick, Port Vale. Yeah, foul from Esteval. Just got wrong side of him. Was never really going to get there. 15 minutes gone. Still 1-0. Pretty chill. Free kick for Port Vale. It's in a decent position. Opportunity to cause a problem. Minutes. Switch. Headed. Cleared. Need to get a second goal. Need to get a second goal. Oh, nice. That's better. That's a good pass from Tosin. Didn't go forward, but... Oh, good ball. Are you on? Offside. It's offside, João Pedro. There's a nice few passes there, but... Leeds or West Ham at Wembley. Yeah. I think West Ham will win that. If they're at home, I mean, it doesn't really matter. Their home stadium sometimes makes them feel like they're playing away, but... yeah, Yeah, I think you, from an individual technical level, you'd think maybe West Ham should just edge it. They got the players to do it. Obviously, Disasi's been insane for them as well since he's gone over there. Bowen, that Fernandez guy is really good, so they've got a few players that you could look at maybe and say. But then again, they're both fighting relegation, so they might rotate, rest, you don't know. They actually might rest and rotate. Can't even count 100% strongest teams going out. Both of them need points in the Premier League. I don't know. West Ham are like 17th at home in the Premier League in terms of the standing. Their home record is abysmal. Their away record's not much better. They're just not good. 18 minutes gone. Jeez, 18 minutes gone. Lavia. Palmer. Yeah. Going behind after 64 seconds is crazy. We need to get the second goal. I need to see. I need us to step up the tempo a little bit to get that second goal. Just become a bit pedestrian. Oh, guys. Obviously, Saeed's already completed it. I've only just been over the international break, like actually watching finally Breaking Bad, and I am loving it. I know so many of you are going to start cussing. Why are you only watching this now? It's been out for like 10 years. I know. It's been out for like 12 years. I know. Don't know why I never watched it. But I'm watching it now. I'm just early in season 2. And I'm loving it. I'm really loving it. I'm really loving it. I can't lie. I can't lie. I see what all the fuss was about. And then after this, I've still not watched Game of Thrones. So maybe I'll watch that afterwards. It must be nice. Must be nice. I can't lie. Just having these just in the back pocket. Having series that you've not watched in the back pocket that everybody says is so good. It's good. It's nice to have them in back pocket. Because sometimes there's nothing to watch on TV. So just having these series in the back pocket and just imagine being me right now. You've never watched Breaking Bad. You know how good it is, chat. And I'm just watching it for the first time, just enjoying my life. Just imagine. It's so good. I can't lie. I feel like I'm watching something that just got released yesterday. I'm living. I'm genuinely living. And I got to watch Game of Thrones as well. So I'm good, man. This is what I'm saying. This is why you didn't see me over international. I was busy. I was flying, traveling, a little bit of traveling, watching Breaking Bad. I ain't let this football club stress me over international break. Nah. Yeah, I need to watch The Wire as well. I've not watched that. I gotta watch that. I've heard a few people talk about that as well. 21 minutes gone. I can't wait. I need to watch all these things. I've taken the piss for long enough now. I need to watch all these things. Yeah, Saeed said the same thing, bro. I don't know what I was doing when it came out. What year did Breaking Bad come out? It finished in 2013, you guys said. I wasn't really big into my series back then. I was a gamer. I'll be real. Sometimes shit just passes you by. When you're in the gaming when you're in your gaming era, TV will really pass you by. I'm telling you. If you're just playing games and then you're playing a bit of Sunday League, which I was, and then bro, the series I just didn't lock in, bro. I wasn't locking in. Bro. Sunday League, playing FIFA, playing Call of Duty, playing GTA. Bro, I was busy. I wasn't actually watching too much TV. Once I grew out of the Disney Channel, like Nickelodeon and Boomerang, and Cartoon Network, once I grew out of that phase of TV, I didn't go straight into series and all that. I just started gaming. I started gaming, bro. 22 minutes gone. I'm glad I did it this way around, because if you didn't game, oh my God, you're cooked. If you didn't game chat, if you didn't pick up that pad and play the best games when they were out and people were online playing them, you can't just pick it up now and just start playing. It's not going to hit the same. Whereas the films and the series will always hit the same. So I'm glad I did it this way around. You can't be going into GTA 5 lobbies now, man. It's just long. You missed out. Esteval's giving the ball away. Oh, he's giving the ball away cheaply. All right, we got it back now. I really want to see Esteval on the right, man. I really want to see Esteval on the right. I don't really like him on the left as much, anywhere near as much. Much better on the right. Palmer, they just absolutely smashed the ball into him there. No options. Wow. Oh, bro, Call of Duty back in the day was mad. Are you crazy? It's crazy, bro. Some of the maps. That Nuketown map, was it? Bro, it's crazy. Here's Palmer. Ball over the top. Neto. Oh, good. Okay. Hey! Well done, João Pedro. I wasn't sure because he needed to turn. He had to do quite a bit there because his back to goal. I was wondering how long is he going to take to swivel and turn and get this shot off. But once he did, João Pedro again, clinical. Easy goal for him. It's just that little ball over the top. And it's not even a great ball. But Neto just fights for it. Puts it in. And yeah. That's League One defending right there. You know? You're not getting... You're allowing João Pedro that kind of time and space to turn and twist and face goal. First, you're getting into a 50-50 with Neto. He wins that. Good pass across the box. Perfect from Neto to get that ball across. And then... Yeah, if you're not going to get closer, bruh. Too many seconds have gone by. Of course he's going to score. You got to get closer. If you're Port Vale, you got to get way closer to João Pedro, man. You can't give him that kind of time and space to turn and do a fake shot and then, it's too easy. Way too easy. 2-0. That should really be game over, guys. I'll be honest. It should be game over. Job done. Yeah, they never had a chance. I'm glad. I want to see the draw for the next round as well, man. I need to see who we're getting. I'm hoping it's West Ham or Leeds, but we're at Port Vale in the league, bottom, 31 points. Bro, they can't even stay up. They're cooked. They're 15 points off. Port Vale are 15 points off Wigan in 20th. They have no chance of staying up. They're going to League 2. They are going to League 2. It's done. They are finished. They're so done. Can we get a third? Nope. Out for a corner. You're getting City. I'll be honest. As long as we don't get Arsenal, I'll be all right. I'll be all right. I can't be asked with Arsenal again, genuinely. That's the only game I'm sick and tired of is Arsenal. I don't want Arsenal again. I'm so over it. I can't deal with it. I cannot deal with that. Because if we lose to them again, I can't. I can't do it. This will be very much now, we're talking when Drogba was battering them well, not week in, but every single time we played them, it was just Drogba just killing them. They've just reversed it. If we play them again, it's like they just beat us again. It's just like, this is hell. This is really hell in terms of our record against them. There's no sugarcoating it. There's no excuses for it. It's hell. We're not even competitive at this point on the record. So I'll take anyone else just to avoid that. I can't be asked. I really can't be bothered with Arsenal. If it's revenge, I'll have it in the final if we get there. But right now, push that all the way to the back of the queue. I can't be bothered. I don't even know if you can even get revenge with just one win. I think you need to beat them a few times before you can even say revenge, bro. It's just crazy. It's just too much. Oh. 28 minutes. So they're having a little bit of a huddle now, these Port Vale players. What's going on with their kit? There's no sponsor on the Port Vale kit, but they just got, maybe it's a FA Cup special, I don't know. FA Cup quarterfinal special, I don't know. Is this a milestone year for Port Vale Football Club? I don't know. Reminds me of when we had our special, I think it was in the FA Cup we had that kit. Yokohama, but the Yokohama was all blue, so it was blended in with the kit really, really nicely. That's the one kit I regret not buying, because now I think it's quite hard to find. I should have bought that kit, man. You guys will remember the kit I'm talking about. It was so good. Can't remember what milestone it was marking at the time, but such a nice kit. Such a nice kit. Was it the 150th anniversary? Was that? Or is their 150th anniversary? Okay. Fair. What year was it? Callum Hudson-Odoi was still at Chelsea. So, I think... Well, I'm trying to think what manager it's under, because that's just easier. I don't go by years sometimes. I just go by managers. Which manager was managing us, then I'll figure it out. 2019. Lamps. I'm sure. Yeah, I think it was Lamps. Yeah. First season, yes. Cobham season. That's the one. Callum Hudson-Odoi. Yeah, that's the one. Go on, Neto. Oh, my fucking God. What kind of touch was that? My first Chelsea game that I went to was Chelsea 1, Aston Villa 1, 2007-8 season. I can't remember if it was in 2008 or it was in 2007, but I know it was a 7-8 season because it was the season after we won the league. So my first season being obsessed with Chelsea was the season where we lost everything. We lost everything. So we lost 7-8. So we lost, was it 06, 07, or was it 7-8? This is where I need to not be confused. Because we did lose a lot in the '08 season, obviously. The '07 one, we did a cup double. So I can't pretend like as if I was suffering. I can't be suffering with a cup double. 078. Yeah, it was 078. So that was, yeah. That was the season we boy, that was rough. I think it was, wasn't it? Match report. 1-1. Was it this one? Let me see. Yeah, 078. 1-1. Yeah. Yeah, 078. Shevchenko scored, did he? Was it Shevchenko? I can't remember who scored in that game. I think it may have been Shevchenko. I can't remember. I can't remember who scored in that game. But I remember the Avron Grant. The Avron Grant season was rough. That was a season where obviously we lost in Champions League final. We lost the Premier League on the last day. I think we drew to Wigan 1-1. And I think, or was it Bolton? I feel like it was one of those two. I can't remember which one. We drew to one of those two teams. I think we did this twice. We drew to Bolton and Wigan, I'm sure, when we needed to beat them in separate seasons. Yeah. And I'm sure we lost something else as well. I'm sure we lost another final as well. Bolton, was it 1-1? We drew to Bolton or some shit. I think we drew like 1-1. Oh my days. And Man United obviously won it on the last day. I think Man United were always going to win it, to be fair, because I think we needed to win and Man United needed to drop points. But from the moment we conceded, I knew we were not going to win the league. I knew we were not up to it that day. Yeah, we finished second. Yeah, we finished second in everything. Finished second in everything. Yeah, Champions League final, league. Yeah, because I remember 1 week losing the league in the last day, and then the next week losing the Champions League final to the same team we lost the league to, and I just thought, this is hell. That was literally just nasty work. Nasty work. I can't remember who knocked us out the FA Cup. Some people are saying Barnsley. That rings a bell. We've had a Barnsley. We've had a Bradford as well, which was way later down the line. We've had a few nasty ones. And the League Cup, Carling Cup. I can't remember what even happened. Can't remember. No, 0809. 0809. Finished second again. Bro, we finished second 3 times in a row. Oh, I don't know. Actually, did we finish second 3 times in a row? Man United won it 3 times in a row. I don't know if we finished second 3 times in a row. First 2 times we finished second. I don't know about the third time. Let me check. Yeah. 07-08 is the one I'm referring to. That was the Champions League final. 07, okay, we had a lot of injuries that season. We did a cup double. Carling Cup, FA Cup. I think Czech got injured that season. So we had a few long-term injuries that season, so that was fine. And then 08-09, we finished third behind Liverpool. Bruh. Yeah, finished third. Lavia's down, guys. Lavia's down. Yeah. That was the season where Torres, Gerrard, Mascherano, Xabi Alonso, Fabio Aurelio, Carragher, Pepe Reina. Yeah. They thought they were going to win the league, Liverpool, I think. They were going for it. I think, did they not beat Man United 4-1 at Old Trafford that season? That Italian brother scored. Can't remember, chat. You let me know. But yeah, that was Rafa. That was Liverpool's strongest title charge that I've ever seen prior to them winning it with Klopp that season there. Yeah, they slapped them in it. So Lavia's on the ground. He's not looking good. It's not looking good, bruv. Aquilani. It's not looking good. Yeah. 83 points. We finished third. Mad. Trying to think, what did we win in that 09 season? Obviously, 010 we won the league, so done the double on Ancelotti. I'm trying to think, what did we do in the 09? FA Cup. Oh. Yes. Gus Hiddink. That's the one. I was trying to think who the manager was as well, but it had to be some interim guy. It had to be some interim guy. Yeah, Gus Hiddink. That makes sense. Yeah, the yellow kit against Everton. Lampard long shot. Yeah. That was a lovely, that yellow kit was, whew, that was bright. Samson. Yeah, FA Cup. Louis Saha's quickest goal, and then we clap back 2-1 win. Fofana on the ball, tossing. Yeah, long ranger from Lampard, nice left foot. Gotta love Gus Hiddink. Yeah, every season you won something, it's true. It's true. Every season we won something. Here's Palmer. That's what I'm saying, bro. Every season, you know, we won something, it's true. It's just that Avram Grant season, we couldn't win anything. Just lost everything on the last hurdle. 39 minutes. It's Lavia. Lavia reminds me of John Obi Mikel. He's not scoring a goal. He is not scoring a goal. There's something about him, he's just not scoring a goal. He reminds me of Mikel. I think Mikel maybe got one goal in the end. I can't remember the goal, but it was some scruffy goal. In a cup game, I think. But yeah, Lavia gives me them vibes. Like, we're just never going to see him score. And if he does score, he's going to get one away at Huddersfield in a FA Cup 4th round. And that'll be it. That'll be the only time he scores. Scores when he wants. Here's João Pedro. Play it left. He tried the difficult pass for Esteval. Didn't work. Oh, Oscar's retired, has he, yeah? I didn't actually know he retired. I did see his goal against Juventus going back out on the timeline. The one where he kind of flicks it around Pirlo and then he whips it into the top corner. Obviously scored from the halfway line in that game as well. What a night. Yeah. He scored against PSG. I can't remember the PSG goal. Gillingham, I think I remember the Gillingham one. Not the PSG one, which is funny. PSG away. Interesting. I'm surprised he's got 3 goals. I genuinely only thought he had 1. Genuinely. Comfortable. It's Lavia. It's getting booed now. 4 minutes till half time. 41 minutes. Always goes to Saudi in my FM saves. 41 minutes gone. Play it. Tossing. Oh. Nice flick from Gusto. Gusto. Oh, it's 3-0. Cole Palmer, tapping. It's good play. Three 0 chat. That's it. I should be game done now, so you could start bringing on McQueen and all these brothers in the second half, 60 minutes or something, just to give them an opportunity. Be nice. That was a nice flick though from Gusto. He's basically made that goal. It's his flick, then it's his shot saved, and Palmer following it in. And it's good to see someone following it in as well. He could have easily been on his heels, just pissing about, but he actually followed it in. And when you follow it in, you get rewarded with a tap in. If you're not there, you don't get it. Oh, you're saying it's an own goal? Let me see. Okay, yeah, own goal. Is what it is. Oh, he's made it difficult for the guy to clear it, I guess. We'll take it. 3-0. I don't really mind. It's a good goal to get before half-time. Just completely deads the game now. 2-0 is always a dangerous scoreline, even though in this game with Port Vale, I'm not really concerned about a 2-0. 3-0 is just making it completely done. Yeah, we got Man City next. I was wondering why Turkish was so bothered about Enzo missing. Turkish and Skull were so bothered about Enzo missing against Man City. But I just remembered it's because they need us to do something against them. One day at a time, Z. One day at a time. I'm not thinking about the Man United game at all, bro. I'm not thinking that far ahead. I'm really not. Trust me. Let's do the City one first, and then we'll see. Am I confident? No. If you're asking me, I'm not confident. Defense is so leaky. Defense is too leaky right now. Oh, you're asking if I'm confident? No, I'm not confident. No, not the way we've been defending. No. Because a draw is not good enough. We have to win these games. So I'd only be confident for a win, or I wouldn't be confident. I wouldn't be like, oh, I'm confident for a draw. We don't need draws. Draws is of no use to us. You know? If it's not a win, it's a loss. Play it. I'd like an Esteval goal, actually, now that I think about it. But he's just not involved on the left-hand side. He's not really involved. Neto. Tossing. It's going to be half-time soon, guys. About 45 seconds. I'll never pick my own team's relegation over any trophy for any other club. It's not possible. So, yeah, Chelsea relegated or Arsenal win the Champions League, then Arsenal are just going to have to win the Champions League, because I'm not having my team get relegated. It's just not happening. I'm not picking that. I don't really have any thoughts on Hater Central, to be honest. I don't really have any thoughts. If you lose this, bro, you will be famous. What? What are you talking about? Half time. Half time. Tossing Bloodfire is a press trigger for a League One side. Josh's head must be on Mars. Another horse switch waiting to happen again. Super chat. Is Turkish co-host on branch now? No. Nah, he just hosted my episodes. That's it. I don't have a co-host. It's just one to one. What do you think of Barco to Chelsea from Strasbourg? Also, I think we can get Champions League, Liverpool are dog shit, and Aston Villa are sus. But we're also sus, brother. That's the problem. We're sus. So we're sus, and they're sus. So who's going to be the most sus? Let's see. Let's see who's more sus. But we're sus. Don't ever forget that we're sus. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, as much as the other teams are playing games, we're playing games. That's why we're in this position. There's nobody in this position that isn't playing games. That's why we're here. That's why we're here. If we were serious and we weren't on some foolishness, we would not be here in the first place. You know? We would not be here in the first place. So I'm not going to take confidence from other teams being sus when I know we're sus. We might out-sus them. We might out-sus the sus. So, listen, it's a flip of a coin. It's the roll of a dice. It's whatever day it ends on the match day 38, and let's just see where everybody's placed when it happens. That's what it is. There's been so many times we've made Champions League on the last day, we could have easily not made it. Easily. Missed out. It's just literally just luck of the day. Whatever happens on the last day, it goes your way, doesn't go someone else's way, and then you're in. But it's a very nasty way to make it, and it's not something that I'm looking forward to. Tossing our best player, I don't get the hate. You're mad. Asad's just out here trolling. Fez, Asad's back. Asad's just dusting the cobwebs off for the rest of the season. He's just like, let me just get back into my trolling. You know what I'm saying? You know them brothers that do this before they're about to get a job done? You know what I'm saying? Or they click their fingers. That's what Asad's doing right now. He's just dusting off the cobwebs just to get the stench, international funk out of his system. He's ready to go again. So let's see. But it's not really much to it, guys. Half time, and we're 3-0 up against Port Vale. Like, you know, at this point, the game is done. It should be dead. There should be nothing more to it. I'm not expecting no drama. I'm not expecting no clap back from Port Vale. They don't have the quality. They're League One. They're going to League Two. All we need to do, the most important thing we need to do right now is just nobody gets injured. Lavia went down for a moment, and he was holding, I don't know what he was holding. I think he was holding his ankle. I'm not sure. But he was down. Nobody get injured. That's it. Nobody get injured. So take your key players off around 60, hopefully. Give Achampong some minutes. Play him. Bring him in for Fofana, because maybe they're similar in terms of... Well, I actually think Achampong's ball carrying is far clear of Fofana anyway, so I wouldn't even say they're that similar. I don't think Fofana can carry the ball anywhere near like Achampong can. But in terms of recovery, channel defending, pace, you know, that's your profile there, so you make that switch there. Tossing's the one doing the line breaking, passing first, and one's carrying first, so you got your blend there. And it's Port Vale. If Tossing can't play 90 against Port Vale just to get it out of the way, what can you do? Sarr could come in as well, to be fair, for Tossing anyway, if you want to just get both centre-backs switched. Leave out Cucurella for this. I don't need to see Cucurella. You could bring in a Seago for sure. Bring him in for like Santos or Lavia. Garnacho, yeah, for anyone, who cares? McQueen, absolutely. Delap, yeah, for João Pedro. However many subs we got, use them all and get people, you know, out of the game that we need for the Man City game. We don't need no injuries, but it's pretty easy for the manager now. There's nothing complicated about this. Just see the game out. But I would like to see McQueen. That's the only thing that I need to or want to see, is I just want to see him come on, because I want to see what he can do. Who shouldn't be mod? Just name him. I don't know who's timing out who. I don't know what's going on. I don't know who it is. But yeah, half time. Very simple. This is the enjoy this. And when I say enjoy it, I say it tongue in cheek, because it literally is just, It literally just is Port Vale. But this is going to be the most chill watch along to the end of the season. There will not be another watch along from this point onwards that will be chill. It's not possible. We're not going to blow anyone away to a point, I don't think, in the Prem where I can be chilling at halftime. There's no way. There's no way. It's not going to happen. So, yeah, enjoy this one because this is the last relaxation watch along that we have. Do you plan to get a driver's license? I do. I'm actually doing the theory test next week. And then after that, I'll do my lessons again. I did my lessons in Ireland. I had my theory in Ireland, failed one time, and I just never did it again. It's annoying. What I should have done, and any advice to anybody in their teens or in their early 20s, if you fail the first test, just do it again. Just do it again. Because I'm telling you, once you put that shit down, you don't come back to it. That's what happened to me. And I'm legally blind. So I can't wear my glasses. I have to wear contact lenses. And my contact lenses are the thick lenses because of my eye condition. So I don't like putting in the thick lenses. It's a big effort to put them in. I don't enjoy putting them in. It's not like the daily thin ones. It's the thick plastic ones. So it's a ball ache for me to put them in. And I have to put them in to do the driving. So really, I was already had momentum. I can't remember why I failed. It was something, maybe too many minors or so, too many minor faults or whatever. But I should have just done it again. Because if I had done it again, I would have passed it. So, yeah, don't put it down. Just do it, man. Because once you put that shit down, especially when you live in London and the transport's good and it's easy to just get an Uber, it's just like, bruv, you may as well just... And then next thing you know, you ain't done it. So, yeah, just get it done, man. Just get it done. But to be honest, I'm going to get it, and I don't think I'm going to get a car straight away because I don't really think I'm going to enjoy driving in London. There's too much traffic. There's a bit of road rage. Might lick down a bicycle. You can't go into certain areas because of the congestion charges or whatever. Then there's the emissions. Bruv, it's just, bruv, I don't think I can be asked, genuinely. I'm going to get it just to have it, and then that's it. But the traffic, I don't have the patience. Not in London, man. I don't think I have the patience. I don't think I have the patience, bro. It's just long. It's just not going to be enjoyable. I don't like sitting in traffic. I don't like sitting in traffic. Let's see. Thank you. Much appreciated, brother. Glad you're enjoying the branching out. Yeah, the last episode was with Liaz. That one's out. So that's the latest episode. I've already recorded the episode after that. That will come out before... It will be the week of when we play United, I think. 2 weeks' time, Friday, I believe. So, yeah, the week we're playing United, the next one will drop. And then we go from there 2 weeks after. The only reason why I dropped 1 week after the next is because it was international break and I was like, there's nothing else going on. There is other stuff. There was Cucurella, but you guys know what... You know my thoughts right now on... I should have done a vid, but I think I was away. I think I was out of the country. Or was it my birthday? I think it was my birthday and I was out of the house when them quotes dropped. When those quotes dropped. So I wasn't even at home. So I just said, you know what? I'm doing TalkSport the day after with Jason Cundy. I'll just literally just say what I got to say there. But yeah, bruh, it's all mad. But yeah, I'm looking forward to getting back into the rhythm now. We're back. Coventry, yeah. Also, not only Coventry, I'm glad Coventry look like they're gonna go up, and I'm glad Lampard's gonna get his promotion because he could have got one at Derby County, but obviously they lost in the playoffs. And I do believe that was like a natural progression for him. To go from Derby to Chelsea is mad. Did a very good job in the first season. Secured Champions League football, transfer ban, FA Cup final, this close to winning it. Obviously Pulisic, I think, got injured. Kovacic, I think, got sent off or something. He could have won a trophy. That would have been fantastic. Our own legend, greatest ever player, in my opinion, winning a FA Cup as a manager. It genuinely doesn't get any better. That's like the sweet spot. Then obviously we signed with them players and they went left. But he needed to go back to the Championship, get promoted, and just manage Coventry in the Premier League. I'm looking forward to it. You know what I mean? I don't want to see him ushered into the Chelsea job or ushered into the England job or anything. Just do your thing at your pace, man. Just slowly, incrementally, just improve. All this skipping steps nonsense, it's not for me. Just do it in your time. There's no rush. You're still a young man. But then also Millwall might go up as well. And that's going to be very interesting, especially if I mean, it's gonna be interesting anyway. But if West Ham actually stay up, we're gonna get Millwall versus West Ham in the Premier League, and I can't wait for that. I need that. So yeah. You need to have insurance and a car in your first 2 years or you'll lose the license. All right, fair. So then after the 18 months, I'll get the car, get the insurance, and then I'll have the car. But I'm saying I'm not just going to rush into getting it straight after I got the license. Like, I genuinely wouldn't be. Like, I've driven before. I drove in Ireland for a year or so whilst I was doing my provisional before the test. Like, I'm not excited. It's just a mandatory thing you must get done. But it's not something like I'm like, oh, yeah, I can't wait to sit in traffic on North Circular. But yeah, glad you enjoyed that. Let me see. Let's see. Going through the chat. Don't live in the UK. Bruv, they just hurry up and bring the self-driving cars, bruv, so we can all just chill on the laptop and chill and listen to music and fall asleep and let the car just drive itself, man. Civilization and humanity was meant to go a long way. A long way. And look at us struggling. Can't even get self-driving cars. We were meant to get flying cars. Well, may I remind you, chat? We were meant to get flying cars. And we ain't even got self-driving cars. Where are the robots and where are the self-driving cars? Man, I'm talking about licenses. Licenses? We should be past this shit now. We were meant to get flying cars. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. I just genuinely didn't think I'd need it at this point. I thought we were going to be past this, but clearly we're not. Clearly we're taking our sweet time. Were you in Dundalk recently? I was, yes. I was, because that's where the circus was. So I was actually there, which is crazy. I walked past my old uni, so I was there. We need you on SDS to represent the Chelsea. I go on there from time to time, but I don't think it's good for me to be everywhere. Like I think I'm very accessible right now. I'm obviously on my own channel, as always will be. Big Six, DR, Talk Sport. Like, I don't think it's good for my voice to just be everywhere like that. I feel quite strongly about that. You need to have other Chelsea fans on these platforms speaking their own perspective, their own opinion. Like, it can't be me. So, and it clashes. When they record, it's most likely that I'll be doing either my content or Big Six content. So it just doesn't. It's just too much. There's no way. It's not feasible. Not regularly anyway. But every now and then, I'm always about. Let's see. Self-driving cars. They do, but they're not normalized. You know what I mean? They're there, but they're not normalized. That's what I'm saying. I thought by now it would be normalized. Everybody would have to have them almost legally. The way they're saying you have to have a certain year of a car. Oh, you can't drive in this zone, that zone for economical reasons and environmental reasons. I thought the almost self-driving was just going to be mandatory at a point for safety reasons, if they thought it was that was the reason. Let's see. Better rep. Thoughts on? I have no thoughts on the summer transfer window. No thoughts. Because these guys should not even be in the job to make said decisions. I am over it. I don't want these men I don't want them employed. I'm past that. I'm past it. I don't have any faith in these people. I don't like the way they're moving and how they do it. And I want them out. From when Poch was here, I wanted these directors sacked. And they're not sacked. So then we went above. And we went for the owners when Maresca was sacked. And now we want the owners out. So when we're talking about transfer windows, it's like, I know what the restrictions are. We know what the caps are. And they can talk all they want in the briefings or the articles that they get put out and whatnot, but I'm not going to believe it until I see it. So until I see some serious change, I'm not going to say anything positive about them because I don't want to hear it anymore. I'm tired. I'm sick of it. That's it. I could give you players that I want, or But it's just no point because they're not attainable. If we can't even get Semenyo and Mark Gurhey, what the hell are we doing here? We can't even get players that aren't world class. So how the hell am I going to suggest anyone that we need or want and it not be a big waste of time? You know what I mean? Gone are the days where we can actually all talk about players that we want that are actually going to help and it be realistic. It's not realistic anymore. So there's no point in talking about it. Second half kickoff. Second half kickoff. Second half has kicked off. Time is going to be on screen. Oh, bang on the second. Like, we want to discuss who we want. Players that are going to go into this 11. Players that are going to cost a certain amount of money, most likely. Demand a certain wage. And, you know, it's just not going to happen. So... No, there's no beefing, no. The only time you would have seen me regularly, weekly doing content is on All You Can Eat Chelsea, and Eunice doesn't do All You Can Eat Chelsea, so that's why you haven't seen us do any content, because he's not been doing the show. So that's literally it. That's the show. It's right there. You know what I mean? But it's not fitting with his schedule, so that's why. But the show's there. Cleared. And I haven't been on the last couple. I mean, there wasn't one last week, and I wasn't on the one before that because I was away. I think I was recording a pod, but I'll be back this week. $47 minutes gone. I don't know. Genuinely, I genuinely don't know. I genuinely don't know if I'm going to be in the US. I know I'm going to be in Canada because I know we're going there with Big Six for the World Cup for the first game because we're doing a backyard chat in Canada in Toronto. I do not know what I'm doing after that. I'll be honest. I don't know. Nothing's locked in yet. Here's Palmer. Yeah, I'm looking forward, bro. I'm looking forward to it. I've never been to Canada before. I've never been to Canada. Go on, put it across the box. Oh, it needed to be on the ground. It needed to be on the ground. I think he's offside anyway. It needed to be on the ground from Esteval. It had to be on the ground. Yeah, he's off. He's off. He needed to hold his run a little bit better. As soon as it wasn't on the ground, it wasn't going to happen. It wasn't going to happen. Thank you. Never been to Chicago either. America's massive, man. It's just... It's going to take a long time to go to everywhere because it's just such a big country. I've been LA, I've been New York. And I think, is that it? Yeah, that's it. That's it. I've never been anywhere else. 49 minutes gone. Come on. Oh, lovely flick. Play it. Play it. Nice. Finish. First time. Oh, off the post. Oh, Steve. You got to bury that, Steve. It's on your favoured left foot as well, coming across goal. If he had just wrapped it, but he side-footed it. He side-footed it, and it's a straight shot. So it just kind of just inevitably just went to the post. He never wrapped it. I was hoping he might wrap it and give it a little bit of bend, but he tried to place it. It's unlucky. He's got the talent to bury it, but he's unlucky. It's hit the post. It's a shame. I want him to score. It's been a while. When was the last time we got a Steve goal, man? It feels like it's been a while because he's been injured. He's been injured, and he obviously had the family issues as well. He had to go back to Brazil, so it feels like it's been a while since we had a Steve goal. Palmer. Steve again. This is why Steve's got to play on the right. Look how much more touches he's getting. Oh, Palmer tried his sneaky one. Tried to sneaky one. Since he's gone to the right already, it's like he's had more touches in the first 5 minutes of the second half than he had in the whole first half in terms of Esteval. That's just where he's got to be. And we know Palmer doesn't really have any chemistry with Neto. There's no chemistry. There's no real relationship there. With Esteval, there will be one. There absolutely will be one. So let's play them two together off that right. Let them build that chemistry and understanding, interchangeable as well. Because we know Esteval can play in the pockets. Palmer can go off to the right. Neto can't do that. Just makes everything a lot more fun. Leave Neto on the left. Because he's always going to run in a straight line and cross anyway. So, you know, or cut back or whatever. So just leave him on the left. Let him make runs off the ball, crash the box. I don't understand. You don't get even 50% of what you could get from Esteval when he's on the left as opposed to him on the right. Whereas Neto, the differential between him and the right and the left is not big enough for me to give a shit. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather just play Esteval in his strongest position. And just take the drop off with Neto on the left. Clip over. Nice. Are you onside though? Ah, unlucky. Versus Palace. While ago. Palace was a while ago. I'm good, brother. It's good to be back. I don't know about the games coming up, whether we're going to be happy, but we're here. We're back. What do you guys do over the international break? Let me know in the chat. Did you guys, because I think it was half term, wasn't it? So if any of you guys have got kids, then I think it was half term, wasn't it? Did you go anywhere? You do anything? Esteval? Unlucky. Avoid football. It's just surviving. Supporting my country, Bosnia. Okay. Went on a trip. Good. We are the kids. Fairs. So now some of you got kids, some of you are the kids. Yeah. We got a range. We got a range. You're in Jamaica. Italy stinker. Fairs. Watch Brazil and Orlando. Nice. Very nice. Yeah, no one. One thing I've kind of known it always, but I'm learning it more and more. No one will ever say you wasted money traveling. No one will ever say that. Anytime you get a chance to travel or go somewhere, take it. Because, bruh, I ain't never regretted going away on a trip and seeing something that I've not seen. You know what I mean? Going to a different country. It's never been like a Obviously, you got to do your research. Don't go when it's monsoon season or something, you know what I'm saying? Or tornado season or something. Like, make sure you do your due diligence, where you should go, when in the year, when's the best time to go, all that stuff. But definitely, you definitely got to go. You got to go. You got to go. Here's Esteval. That's a nice pass. João Pedro, finish this. Oh, come on. That was a good pass, man. Fear of flying. Neto. My advice, like I said, I'm not gonna just tell you to do something just for the sake of it. In my opinion, bro, if you're trying to start something, woo! If you're trying to start something in content and you don't have a following, my best advice would you start short form. Because if you don't have a following and nobody knows you, it's all about attention, right? So how are you gonna grab attention for a 3-hour stream if you haven't grabbed the first 3 minutes yet of short form, in my opinion? So you're better off. Oh, great goal. Great goal. 4-0. That's a lovely header. Well done. You're better off doing short form and building it first, because it's very easy to get disillusioned and lose faith if you got 0 viewers on a stream or 3 viewers on a stream for 3 hours. Like, I'm not really trying to tell you that that's the way to go, and you're just gonna slowly keep building it. Like, for me, it's just, you got to be smart about it. I think short form, TikTok, Instagram Reels, build the following, show your, analytical side, your funny side, whatever it is, show your character, build it. Don't be afraid to build things over a few years first, and then you'll have something, and then you can take it long form after. Great ball in. Great header from Tosin. Good goal. Good goal. 4-0. What were they doing with Gusto in France? It's funny. I can't believe Gusto actually starts for France. Like, it's not even out of badness, but Gusto is one of them kind of hot and cold players. He's very erratically unpredictable in certain parts of his game. It can be frustrating, can be good, can be poor. Like, he's up and down. He's young, so it's whatever. I don't know how old he is now, 21, 22. But yeah, France, all that talent that they got there, I was kind of surprised that he's the starting right back, but because he doesn't start for us, and we know France have got some serious players that will start for us. So I was a bit surprised, but yeah, I think he's a good player to have as a secondary choice to Reece right now. Absolutely, that's the kind of level you expect from your backup right back. You can't expect 2 world-class right backs in the same squad. So Gusto level right back, second choice is very, very, very solid. Here's Esteval. Every Chelsea squad always had squad players like Gusto, players that are your Solomon Kalouz and, players that are not good enough to start week in, week out. There's good cross, good goal. Yeah, he's only 22. Yeah, he's only 22. He's only 22. They don't have a consistent right back. Yeah, it's between him and Koundé, innit? Gusto again. It's between him and Koundé, innit? For the right back spot. Palmer. Oh. Yeah. Here's Neto. Palmer. Esteval. Palmer. Oh, I should have probably passed. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe should have passed. Maybe should have passed. Didn't really look like there was a clear sight. Yeah, it's good save from the keeper, and then Neto's calling for it. Palmer and Neto. Them two are not in sync at all. Palmer's coming off as well. Tossin's got the armband now. Garnacho comes on, and so does Dario Asigo in midfield, and so does Liam Delap for João Pedro. And this is what we needed to do, man. 60 minutes, the game's done. I know everybody wants to keep enjoying the football, but at the end of the day, we don't need players picking up any unnecessary injuries before City and United. So we've had our fun now, 60 minutes. Time to bring on some of the other guys, some of the squaddies. And yeah, whatever happens, it is what it is. We've won. We've won. But it would be nice to see. It would be nice to see McQueen. It would be nice to see McQueen. That's the one thing I will say. It would be nice to see him come on. Hopefully he does bring him on. I don't really see any reason why you wouldn't bring him on. If he's on the bench, then you must want to see him come on in a perfect circumstance when we're leading the game comfortably. And it is now the perfect circumstance. For 62 minutes. Ah, not quite. Gonna keep going through the chat as well. Nice, comfy watch along today. Nothing, no pulling hair out. When is the semi-final draw? I would assume, and I don't know, but I'm assuming the semi-final draw will be after the West Ham Leeds game tomorrow. They usually wait for the game, the last game, and then they'll do it after that game. So I'm assuming. But they could do it after the Arsenal game as well and just say West Ham dash Leeds and then whatever. So let me see if I can check. It is Sunday. Yeah. Sunday. Yeah, Sunday. Where's Derry? Don't know. But at least we're seeing something different. Hopefully he comes on. Ideally, we need Arsenal to play City in the semis. We play the other team, West Ham or Leeds, and then we get to the final and whatever. Then we just pray. Good football there, but Garnacho's blazed it over the bar. It's blazed it over the bar. Good play from it. This is what I'm saying. Esteval in this second half, way more involved, way more fun to watch on that right-hand side than the left. And that's where all the traffic's going as well. All the football's going down the right-hand side, first half and second half. So you got to have him over there. I don't know if it's because he knows Neto prefers the right. Maybe he said privately, personal conversation. Esteval also obviously prefers the right. So he's just said, I'm going to give you both 45 minutes each on the right. and the left is just getting absolutely bypassed, you know? That might be it. So neither of you have to suffer on the 90 minutes on the left. But yeah, maybe that's the reason. $65. Good. Go on, Esteval. Go and get a goal now. Go and get a goal. They're onto him. Oh, off the post again. Unlucky. So much better on the right. And more importantly, better on the right than anyone else. Apart from Peak Palmer. Vale not trying. Yeah, I mean, Port Vale are cooked now. Start bench, sell Delap. Garnacho, Michi Batshuayi. Fuck. Start Batshuayi, even though Batshuayi is literally a bench player. So he should be on the bench. Because he's literally a bench player. Bench Garnacho, sell Delap. Because Delap's not doing anything starting and he's not doing nothing off the bench. At least sometimes Garnacho can influence something off the bench. But it's really nasty options you've given me there, I'll be honest. Here's Esteval. Ball in, headed away. Gusto. Esteval. Because actually, Batshuayi was a good finisher. His all-round play was a bit weak, but he was a very good finisher. Like, put him in a position to shoot, and he's both feet. He's got a good finish. So that's more that can be said for any of the other players on that list. Back to keeper. 67 minutes gone. He won us the league. Yeah, he did. What was it? West Brom? Yeah. Got the goal at the Hawthorns, but he's not. You know, he's still Batshuayi. He's not the level starting wise, but he was a good finisher. Him and Loic Remy, nice substitutes. In fact, good question. Who do you guys think is better, Loic Remy or Batshuayi? Not who is better for Chelsea, but just who's the better player, Remy or Batshuayi? You could just put the answer in the chat. Because that's quite an interesting comparison, actually. Both of them were bench players at Chelsea. I think Remy for me, because I saw Remy at QPR and I saw what he was doing when he was a starter. I'm trying to think Batshuayi, where he played as a starter. Where do we even get this brother from? Lille? Nah, where do we get Batshuayi from? I don't think I saw Batshuayi as a starter anywhere play at the level I saw Remy play at QPR. So I would go Remy. I'd go Remy. Marseille. Demba Ba, but yeah, I mean, Demba Ba at Newcastle with Cisse was madness as a front two. Oh, we got a corner. Esteval. Steve-O. Good delivery. Nice. Yay! That's my boy! That's my boy! My boys are linking up, the two Brazilians. It's good to see Santos score a goal, for goodness sake. It's been a while, man. Finally, Santos gets a goal. My days. This brother's meant to be coming up in here cooking, getting about five or six goals in a season. Being starved. Good header, good header. We're being starved of these Santos goals. Starved. He loses his runner, look. Yeah, he's left him for dead. Goalkeeper's flapping about. Nice, 5-0. There's no VAR, man. Allow it. Too weak. Look at this. Look at this keeper. Bruh, this keeper's weak. Talking about VAR, man. There's no VAR on that. There's no foul. You're just weak. Weak. Allow it. Weak. Start, bench, sell. Ballack, Lampard, Makalele. Woo! Now we're cooking. Well, start Lampard, so that's not even up for debate for me. It's my favorite Chelsea player ever. Bench. Whoa, brother. I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna bench Makalele because he's a different profile to Lampard, and I need balance in the squad. And I'll sell Ballack because Ballack and Lampard had some similarities in terms of box crashing, being goal scoring midfielders. But that's the only reason. Because I love Ballack. I love Ballack. I'm just having balance. But I love Ballack. I love Ballack, man. Ballack, he wasn't Gerrard, but it was like, we didn't get Gerrard to have the three-man midfield of Makalele, Lampard, and Ballack. So we got Ballack instead on a free, I think. And he was giving us the goals and the strength and the heading ability and the penalties and the free kicks. So it wasn't Gerrard, but it was still pretty damn good. You know what I mean? German international, top player. Fucking love Ballack. What a player. Ballack was so good. Not spoken about enough. I feel like a lot of them guys that were at Bayern Munich for a long period of time, even like Schweinsteiger, we were saying on the Big Six, they don't get really spoken about that often. Schweinsteiger, no one talks about Schweinsteiger. Don't know why. Top midfielder. No one talks about these guys. Ballack, I don't know. Is McQueen coming on or what? Because we're out here waiting. This is the only thing I'm waiting for now. The rest of the game is just we're just beating them up. We need the McQueen to come on. Gittins, I don't know where he is. I think he's injured or he's just come out from injury. I know. I literally only sold Ballack because of balance in the squad. Because I know Makalele, if we're talking about coming off the bench, Lampard's going to do what he's going to do anyway, so I don't need Ballack to come on and score more goals. Whereas after Lampard's done scoring all the goals, I need someone to come on and lock the game off. And Makalele is going to come off the bench and lock up the game as a 6. So there's logic. There's logic to it. Let's not forget how good Makalele was. You know what I mean? Makalele was ridiculous as well. It's not easy. Guy played for Real Madrid. Do I know about Roy McKay? He was he not a Paraguayan striker at Bayern Munich? I can't remember who else. No, he was Dutch, sorry. Sorry, he was Dutch. I don't know why I thought he was Paraguayan. I'm confusing him with the Chile striker Pizarro at Bayern. But anyway, yeah, he was Dutch, innit? Striker at Bayern. Yeah. Dutch striker. Yeah. Pizarro, that's it, Pizarro. Because he played for Chelsea, Pizarro, as well. He was shit for us. Pizarro was so shit for us. Oh, my days. Pizarro was awful for Chelsea. So bad. Here's Esteval. Gusto. Ooh. Yeah, Gusto doesn't have that strength to shield the ball. Reece James there would have sent man to the shops. Gusto doesn't have the strength to shield the ball. Thoughts on... bro, all I know about Barco is just another sideways signing, another technical, nice, little fluffy, little fluid, little small, weak, eye candy, nice, tidy player, bro. That's literally all he is. He's a nice player. He's going to come in. He's going to bop the ball about. He's going to link the midfield to the defense to the attack. It's going to be lovely. It's going to be another squad player. It's not going to add nothing on defensive set pieces, nothing on attacking set pieces, nothing from dead ball situations, nothing from shooting, goal scoring. We lack clinical nature in the front line, nothing from defending our box, defending open play. Bruv, pointless. Genuinely just pointless, bro. Team's weak. Team gets bullied. It's another small player that comes into the midfield that can get bullied physically in the Premier League, the most physical league in the world. But he's a nice player, though. They're saying all Barco, no bite. Damn. Is it a player that gets me closer to the Premier League, Champions League? No. Do I care? No. Simple. Simple. Yeah, better engine. So he's got a better engine than Enzo. More defensive work than Enzo. Okay, cool. But he can't score goals like Enzo. So you're losing some stuff and you're gaining a couple of things. But he's not better than Enzo. He's not better than Enzo right now. Still a downgrade. It's a downgrade on Enzo. Certainly at this current moment. Oscar's retired. Cleared. Yeah, he's announced his retirement. Yeah. 34, leaves Sao Paulo. Calls time on his career. Shame. He went to China. Went early in his career. Never came back. Shame. Shame. Yeah, I ain't got, I mean, João Pedro, Santos, and Esteval, I ain't got a problem with our Brazilians, that's for sure, bro. They're all going to go to the World Cup. Well, I hope Santos will go there. I don't know what the pecking order obviously will be Casemiro and whatnot, but he should be there. So yeah, I've not I've not seen him since he come on either. Let's see, go. Champions League watch-alongs. Yeah, I think so. We're entering that time of the season now where the Champions League games are going to get very, very nervy, very, very high stakes, and I think we have to be there, chat. I think we have to be there. PSG Liverpool. I think I have to be there for that. You know, I need to be there for that. There's some really good games. So, and we're not in it. So, here's what it is. It's a shame. Let me see. What games am I going to cover? I'll tell you right now. I'm definitely doing PSG Liverpool, both legs. And Real Madrid Bayern Munich as well. I really do like the sound of that. Both legs. I'm hoping they're on different days. And they are. Yes. So, yeah. There you go. Real Madrid Bayern Munich. And then Liverpool PSG. Both on different days. Perfect. And I'll keep you up to date with the other ones as well. Obviously, Barcelona playing Atletico and Sporting Arsenal. Yeah, whatever. They're going to go through, I think, second leg at the Emirates. But yeah, we'll keep an eye. We'll be there. Those are the games. Easy. Barca Atleti I'll have on, but in terms of like the main event, it's going to be those two. Real Madrid Bayern and PSG Liverpool. And then I'll probably put Barca Atleti on as well on the second screen, actually. I'll put it on second screen. McQueen's on, guys. McQueen's come on. Yeah, I could. Yeah, I need to try and run that Discord through with Saeed again. I could do that and just ring him through that. Yeah, you're right. We haven't done that in a while. Here's Esteval. Oh, go on, Steve. Release. Unlucky. Tried to play the harder pass, not the safer one. Try and find the lap. Garnacho. Santos. Blocked. Lightning McQueen. Number 76. I need you to make up for the fact that we sold Rio to Liverpool. That's how I'm looking at it. I need Lightning McQueen to make up for the fact that we sold Rio to Liverpool. Because Rio, I'd preferably have him out on loan. Actually, no, he's young. I'd probably be drip feeding him into the team in cup games. But I wouldn't want him as a second choice left winger. Probably the fifth choice winger. And you got 2 on the left, 2 on the right. And then you got Rio as the fifth player on either flank. But, you know, I would much prefer to have Rio. I mean, right now, yeah, that's in an ideal situation. Obviously, right now, Garnacho and Gittins, probably Rio is going to get minutes. He's definitely going to get minutes. But yeah, I really wish we could have kept him because he's techie, man. Him on one flank and Esteval on the other. It's not going to win Prems or Champs, but it's at least fun to watch. And they're techie. So I need McQueen. I think McQueen's more... McQueen's not left-footed, no? I think McQueen's left-footed, so... I don't know. So we've got a lot of left-footed guys right now. Got a lot of left-footed guys. I would prefer it if he was right-footed, but pretty sure he's left. Yeah, he's left-footed. Yeah. You're not a fan? I am. I'm a fan. I'll be honest. I do like him. He's energetic. He's strong. Good dribbler. Bold. Daring. And I think he's got a strike on him, but obviously we haven't seen it too much. Sorry against Newcastle with a goal a little bit. Oh, sugar plum plum. Garnacho. Woo! Esteval! These men are hitting this post often. 6-0. These men are hitting this post often. Oh, it's offside. Oh, my days. Ah, Steve. Steve. What are they doing to you, Steve? No. Steve. Steve. What are they doing, Steve? What are they doing to you, Steve? Dearie me. They're singing, is it a fire drill? He's on. He's on. He's on. Even if it doesn't hit the defender, he's on. If it hits the defender, this is not even a conversation. But if it doesn't hit the defender, he's on anyway. So that's a goal. 6-0. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Please don't waste my time. 6 goals. Good day. It's exactly what you expect. Job done. Can't ask for no more. Job done. It's onside. It's 6-0. Stop wasting our time. Stop wasting our time. It's onside. Oh, clearly this is the FA Cup. They don't get to use VAR very often, so they're struggling. They're struggling with the most obvious, easy decision of their lives. Jesus. Taking too long. Like, damn. What's wrong with you lot? It's an easy decision to make. Just make it. 6-0, guys. Job done. Is Josh coming on? Yeah. I would assume for Fafana. If we're getting our profiles right. Am I right? Or am I wrong? Hold on. Yeah? Oh, yeah, Augusto. Hato. Gusto. It's not for Fofana. It's for Gusto. Okay. Fair. 490 for Fofana. Well, Achapog obviously has stepped into midfield and all that stuff, so yeah, fair enough. Six 0. Here's Garnacho. 7? Oh, unlucky. Job done, boys. Yeah. I don't know what they're singing. There's nothing better than going to Wembley and playing important matches against big teams, FA Cup semi-finals, FA Cup finals, should be Champions League knockouts, but PSG are a better team than us, so I just wanted a competitive, respectable, two-legged tie, to be fair. It's not even going out, that's a disgrace. It's just a way we went out. This is what it's about. This is what it's about. You can't replicate this shit in the league with these top 5 little meaty little inconsistency fights, bro. You gotta these knockout competitions. This is it. This is what it's about. Now these players have to walk out at Wembley against whoever they're playing, and they need to show up. I need that shit embroidered into the middle of our chests. FA Cup final and all that. That's what we need. This year. Here's Nah, McQueen, that weren't it, mate. That weren't it. Out of play. Shit. Need to focus on the league. Yeah. We do. We do. But you know, at this stage of of whatever the hell this is, I don't even want to call it a project anymore. You should be able to do multiple things at once. So there's no reason why we should be focusing on the league and not focusing on the FA Cup at the same time. We should be winning the FA Cup or trying to win the FA Cup and also doing what we should be doing in the league. So that's how I see it. Like you don't get to underperform and then like just pretend now that the league is all that's important and everything else can just go to pot. Like, nah. Should have built for both. And we went out the champs early, so even more less of an excuse to be not focusing on the FA Cup. You know? Here's Garnacho. Always got to try and you always got to try and win a trophy every season, man. Oh, pen. Go on. Yeah. Penalty. And if I'm saying who should take it, based on who's out on the pitch, it's between Esteval or Delap. Those are the two best penalty takers on the pitch. Oh, fuck. Is Garnacho taking it? Bomba clot! Bomba clot! I know he ain't a penalty taker. I know he's not up on that list at the training ground. He just taking it because he won it. I hear it. But you better score it because, damn, you're not on the list. We got a list. And I know you ain't on it. We got a long list. We got good penalty takers now. Palmer, James, Esteval, Delap, João Pedro. Got bare takers. I know your name on that list. I know it ain't. But he did win it, so. Let's see. Man said, I'm not even going to give Delap just a little confidence booster or something. This is ruthless, Garnacho. Woo! There we go. Well done. Good penalty. I respect it. Man said, I'm getting my own. I respect it. Fuck it. Man said, Delap, I'm not giving you no charity. You got to earn it, bro. I'm not giving you no charity. You got to earn that pen. You got to earn that goal. It was a good pen. It was a good pen. But it's nasty. He knows Delap needed that. He knows Delap needed that. He knows damn well Delap needed that penalty. And he still took it. Nasty. Where is the love? Where is the love? Do you know what? Chat, 7-0 against any football team that is official, that is not semi-pro, Sunday league, Saturday league, any official football club, holding 7 is fine. Holding 7 is absolutely fine. Can't ask for any more. Can't be too greedy. They are still an official football club. You know what I mean? They do train. They do train. They do play games, matches, official matches. So 7 is all right. We'll take that. We're not gonna. 7 is very good. 7 is very good. They're not even non-league. You know what I mean? So we'll take it. We'll definitely take it. If you got a clean sheet as well, fine. Good. Well done. Well done. Very, very, very good, solid, professional job. And I like the fact that they didn't just get to 3 or 4 and then just drop off and let the thing just... They actually carried on going and said, nah, we're going to get the 5th and the 6th and the 7th. So that's all you can ask for. So that's good. That's a good job. That's a good job. That's all you can ask for, chat. We got to play the game. You know what I mean? You had to play this game. Port Vale. You can only play what's in front of you today. We had to get them out the way. We got them out the way. And then all the serious stuff now starts now. All the serious stuff starts after this review. As soon as this match reaction is done, now the serious shit starts. You know what I mean? This was not a serious thing. Today, this is just a dust down and embarrass and keep it stepping. It's not even a good League One team. This is a shocking team in League One, it seems. But you got to get them out of the way. Get them out of the way. Now we get to the serious stuff. Because it doesn't matter who goes through in any of these games today and tomorrow, they will be a decent side at least. There'll be a Premier League team or there'll be a very good Championship team, even if Southampton go through. So, you know, there's no more disrespect after this. This is all respectful now. This is all respectful football teams that are not going to get humiliated. And if they do, then we really did something impressive. So yeah, we do what we do. We move. There's no more super chats. There's nothing more to say. All we can say is we're back. Back with a bang, 7-0, and do the review, and then we get straight into the serious shit now. Going forward, like I said, Champions League watch-alongs Tuesday, Wednesday, because we've got some beautiful games that I want to watch with you guys there. Big games. And then we've got Man City on the mob. And Man City, yeah, Stamford Bridge. So let's see how that goes. All right. Big up your damn selves in a bit, people. Peace.